Hands up. Reach down. 1, 2, 3. To your right. To your left. Center. Inhale. Exhale. Hands on your waist. Circular movements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2. Center cross. Bend down. Circular movements with the knees, ankles, relax. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2. Center. Hands on your hips. Okay, turning neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Center. Back and forth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Center. Tilt to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Center. Down. 1, 2, 3. Reverse. 1, 2, 3. Center. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Spread your feet. Turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, and stop. Okay, stretch it out. Switch. 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 Straighten the front knee. Switch. 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 Center. Okay, we'll squat down one side. Okay, shake it out. Okay, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So a little bit about that low stance. You know, one of the reasons why when you go to a position like this, you don't go any lower and you try to stretch like that, why this is so high up, it's because your legs are supporting weight. And if you don't actually sort of let the knee fold, then the leg is actually working to keep you up. So you actually can't go down beyond that because this isn't folding. But if you can fold your knee by sitting down like this, if you can just sit down like this, you know, just try this, yeah, sit down like this, right? Sit, unless you have a knee problem. When you sit like this, the knee is folded, right? You know, why does it fold like that? It's because it's not supporting the weight. I'm talking about the front knee, the front knee. If you do this, you can see the knee does fold. And if it doesn't, it's because, you know, maybe the range of motion in the knee is kind of lost because there's ligaments and tendons here. But if it folds like this, then the only other side that has to be opened up is this. So if you push your weight forward a little, like sit on the ball of your foot. See how the ball of the foot's like this? Then the knee will fold to this position. When the ball of the foot is up like that, then the ankle isn't being stretched. But the thing is, if you sit back, then the ankle will be folded. So those are positions. When we stretch, every joint position is a specific position. Now, joints fold only so much. You can't like fold it. You know, like an infant's, this touches the shin. And then as you evolve, then the ankle loses that range of motion. But if you can do that, right, then that's the position you would be when this goes out. So then the flexibility has to do with this. So we first have to get into this position in order to get to this position. But the problem is what ends up happening, because we're loaded with weight, it's holding 50% of your weight. And you go like this, your leg thinks that it needs to sustain your body weight so that it doesn't collapse. But in order to get there, you actually have to collapse. You have to take the strength out of the holding position and go down to the squatted position. So that's something that has to be understood. Now, you know, the two sides actually have to work together. And then when you squat down, then it actually allows you to go down. But that's the releasing of the joint. So when we say in Tai Chi, release the tension or relax, it's releasing the tension in the joint. And what holds tension in the joint is your musculature. But the legs are the ones that don't want to release, because throughout life you're always standing, supporting your weight. So that's, you know, the concept. So if you can get that to happen, then the range of motion in the knees, it's there. It's just that the muscles don't release. So that's what you have to understand. Now, if you're really, you know, active and you're jumping into this, you know, like younger people can do it, because the muscles are that much quicker. When you're trying to do this and you haven't squatted down before, you put the stress on your knee at this point. So there shouldn't be any stress on the knee if you sit down, because you take out the pressure. So when this is here, then it's folded. The joint can't move when it's folded like this. It's only when it's halfway like this and you try to move it, then you start to strain the sides. You know, that's how people like injure the meniscus, and then if you hyperextend it, then you injure the ACL. But the thing is, you know, if you do it slowly, actually those joints should work over time. But the inside of here, from this type of thing, is what you're doing, opening up this, and then when you open this, then this opens. So all the stretching we do is to build that range of motion. And then, because this is 90, 45, 45. Pivoting like this, that's range of motion. So that's why we do all these pivots. Because in order for your feet to turn like this, then the muscles that cross the thighs like this actually are being sort of stretch. One will give, the other one will turn, and that like gives you a range of motion. Now, if those don't work and they're just tight from doing direct squats, like this type of thing, then these get strong, but then they don't release when you turn. You see what I mean? So when I turn like this, there is actually a rotation, and you have to adjust it. So your feet can be like this or like this. The neutral stance should be like this, straight. So that's how you work your musculature so that you can improve movement and also prevent age-related degeneration of the joint in position. Because the muscles that don't work creating that motion is what's lost. The joint, because that's lost, then the rotation of joints is going to be compromised. So you have to actually move the joint, and then that makes sort of the fluid inside the joint, so the range of motion will stay, your joints will stay supple. The synovial fluid in the joint is produced by moving it, because the body knows that it needs it, and it starts to reproduce it. If you don't move it, then it's like a ball and socket, well, like a joint in the cars. What are those, ball and socket joints? If you don't grease those, eventually they freeze, and then what happens? Then it breaks outside the joint. It's a frozen joint. So the body has those same type of things. All right, deep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, then we'll go to the waist, shoulder rolls. So if you think of these joints, it's your shoulder girdle, right? You have your shoulders, the clavicle bones. When you move up and down, when you go up, you have to lift. But what do you have to do when you go down? You relax. Gravity is going to take the joint back to where it's supposed to be. So if you're doing this, trying to lift it and push it down, that's how it would look like that. But you just have to gently create the circle. Now, creating the circle is a motor skill. So the brain has to understand what that circle should look like while it's manipulating, the joint. It's the musculature that's actually creating the action, right? So that's the mind intent, understanding, and the cycle of that movement. The smoother it gets, the better the program that's up here, right? Then you reverse. So you talk about a mind-body exercise, that's the action and the feedback from the brain and the body. So we're really just working, teaching the body this motion. Okay, next we do this arm swing. So you press and you release, the same thing. Action in action, action in action. So when you move, it's a function of gravity and mind intent. So your mind says, do this, and then you let it go. Do this and let it go. Do this and let it go. You exhale, you inhale. Exhale, inhale. Breathe through your nose. So when you breathe through your nose, eventually the arm movement becomes natural. And then as you press, your body actually is doing a little bit of shifting from the ankles up. You exhale, you inhale, tongue touching the roof of your mouth. So the breath is a quick breath. So when you coordinate the movement with the breath, then you send oxygen to the extremities, all the way down, soles of the feet to the top of your head. then eventually your body will react too. When you press forward and you go like this, then it goes through the abdominal area and you draw in, exhale, so the stomach moves in and out, as the diaphragm goes up and down. Now we do this, 30, 35 times in the class. You can do this 100 times, just a simple exercise. But you have to let your body relax. You should feel it a little bit in the small of your back, the lower part of your back. So it actually So when that breath surges down and it pushes out inside, then your spine, which has muscles on the outside, inside it's actually creating a pressure. Okay, next, deep breathing. Now this is slow. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So one of the reasons why we do a lot of deep breathing is cleansing breath, bring oxygen and nutrients to your cells. So that's why we do so many of these deep breaths. And then, recently I've been talking a lot about why we breathe through the nose. A lot of disciplines breathe through the nose, but it's the same, approach as you breathe through, inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose, and that's how we breathe. But it's only recently I've just discovered from the research that they've been doing is nitric oxide. Has everyone heard of nitric oxide? Not nitrous oxide, not the one the dentists use. It's nitric oxide, NO. It's produced in the nasal area, the nasal sinus area inside. So that's constantly being produced in the nose. So when you breathe through the nose, it takes the nitric oxide down through the vessels into your lungs. And that's really the most important part of the breath, because it's a vasodilator, and it causes your vessels to expand for more blood to get into your system. So all these exercises we do, and I've been doing these for probably, 60 years, I just do them because that's how I was taught. But only till the last 20, 25 years, they realized that our body produces nitric oxide. And it's only now that I've really realized why we need to breathe through the nose, because of the nitric oxides, because of the vasodilation. It lowers your blood pressure. They originally looked at it for heart disease and why that would help the heart. So there's a lot of stuff about that from these researchers now. It's big research being done. The Nobel Prize winner was awarded in 1998 to three doctors. Two of them are gone now. They're actually pharmacologists, and it's on YouTube. You can watch it. His name is Louis Nagro. He's about 80 years old. He does a lot of interviews about this concept of nitric oxide in the system. It's also made in your blood vessels. They call it endothelial, and it's that layer inside the blood vessels. That's where it's produced throughout the body. It's only produced through two things based on what he talks about. You need nutrition to give the system the elements, the amino acids actually to produce that nitric oxide. So that's produced in your blood vessels. You lose, 50% of it by the time you're, 30s, 40s, it starts to diminish. So the only way to keep it up is exercise, breathing through your nose. That's actually something that we do all the time. So I didn't know this science till recently. But I share it with you because if we're doing this for health or whatever reason we're doing it for, you would want to know that. And not a lot of people discuss this. So, but if you're interested in that concept, you can follow it or at least listen to some of those talks. They're like hour and a half to 2 hours long each. But the thing is, I'm really excited about the fact that this is, the important science that we need to understand as to how this deep breathing in this exercise. I only thought of it as bringing oxygen to the body, but then, what that, and you get the feeling of swelling in the fingertips when you do this. That's blood flow from gravity and action, but the dilation comes from, that molecule, that gas. It's a gas. And the reason why they didn't know that the body produced it was because once it's produced in your body, it's gone in 2 seconds. So your body has to constantly be making it. So it's pretty interesting stuff. This simple exercise, deep breathing. Now, they just think of breathing through the nose. If you take that to another level, Qigong, breath and movement, Tai Chi movement, all the martial arts movements, breath and movement. We always inhale and exhale. We always inhale and exhale. So everything that you do, exhale. So this is something, once you learn the movement, you have to tie the movement to breath. And then your body and everything starts to change. Now, good circulation doesn't mean just to your heart and just to, your organs all need. It's your brain. It uses a lot of oxygen energy. So you have to breathe and sustain it so that your body absorbs all that it has, and then you exhale. And then when you exhale, the carbon dioxide, when it's going out, is replaced by oxygen as an exchange. So that has to happen in the body. It's critical. So anyways, so we did these now, this. So why do we do it like this? Because we have to move our elbows and knees to integrate the body. If you don't integrate the body, you're not going to get the complete total body circulation that we try to achieve. So the idea of yin and yang, the concept of expand, contract, rise, and fall, it's all built into our movements. Now try to keep your spine straight. So that means balance the hips. Let your spine, don't let your spine do this, because then this is not right. So try to find a position, balance your musculature, stand straight, fold. Let your body drop evenly. Now here you actually can inhale as you drop, because that's relaxing. Now exhale as you expand. Then you go the other way. Okay. So breathing can be done, two ways. It can be done in the reverse of that, when you go down and up, and you go down and up. You can reverse the breathing. You can actually inhale on the upside and down, exhale on the downside. So what's that tied to is intent. What does the purpose of the movement do, and what you plan to do? If I'm pressing down like this, so then it's a press as a concept, as like I'm pressing down. Like if you were between two, say, in between a space where there's two shelves, and you want to lift like your body, then you would have to have intent, and the body would have to use strength. So there's the exhalation. So when you're doing this, even though you're not using strength, what you're doing is aligning your ligaments and tendons. You're aligning your body. You're utilizing the musculature in your body to create a balance in position. And then all the discrepancies in the body will start to realign and fix the position. So that's your joints. Your spine is critical. It has to be straight. It can't be like this. Because if you're like this over time, this side, becomes tilted, and this side, because it's contracted over here, will throw your back out. And then if you do this for a long time, your body's going to be distorted. And then you don't even realize it. You think that's natural. So you have to actually let your body straighten and relax. Straighten. So that's the balance in motion. Inhale, exhale. So that's that. Now when we're here, shoulder joints, just like hip joints, right? They're the same ball and socket. You have to move the joint and create a movement that's aligned with the body, as close as you can get it to the vertical line. So anyway, when you do this, you say, well, how do you get it to stay in this vertical line? When it gets to here, you end up hitting your body. So it's a slight turning of the body so that you actually will allow it to go past your front as close as you can to the body. So now you actually begin to twist the spine like this. Okay. So that's integration mode. The part that ties the upper body to the lower body is your torso. What the torso does, it turns and it folds round, up and down. So that's direction, because we have, movements are three-dimensional, it's in space. So when we do this, it has to correlate to the space. So the alignment of anything outside of the space, when you do this, you're going to feel the shoulders conflicted, because it takes something to hold the arms out. That's going to be, if it is too much, it's not going to let you do this. If you want the movements to go up and then free fall with gravity, like up and then down and then up, then it has to go through the spine and the back, right? Inhale, exhale on the downstroke, but that's something you have to practice on your own to get your breath and movement to coordinate. You can let the breath out on the upstroke, because that's the sort of the intense side of it. Then you drop, free fall. Now if you're free falling and letting it go, the momentum of the drop will bring your arm up, and you only have to use a little bit of strength. So using your strength properly is what we're trying to understand. And all of this has to be understood here. When the brain understands it, then it starts to let the body do it the way it should, and then eventually it becomes innate. Your body would just do it that way. Then there's no conflict in motion. The conflict in motion is a misunderstanding of what you're trying to do with the motion, so that the elbow wants to bend and this hand does this. So that's what happens when a new person does it, because the right and left sides don't work together. Then you put your hands on your hip and we sway. So that's the side-to-side movement. The hips have to transition. But what happens when you transition? The weight changes, right? Now the weight enters this side, and now it goes into the ground, because that's what gravity does. It works with weight, mass. So once our body's here, we know that this is the vertical line, and that's where we go up. Okay, then toe down, insert needle. Switch. Okay, center. Shake it out. Deep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. Okay, leg swing. And switch. And center, side to side. Switch. And center. Check it out. Deep breathing, inhale. Okay, so grilling. Turn. Okay, center, cross, open and close. Switch. Okay, center. Okay, lower hook. Shoulder height. Elbows down. Lower. Lift up, straighten up. Extend, fingertips down. Okay, deep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, diagonal flying. switch. Okay. Palms down, cloud hands. Okay, palms down, lift up, carry target to the mountain. Okay, infinity sign. Okay, form the fist. Palms together, strum the lute. Draw the bow. Okay, fan to the back. Okay, raise the hand. Okay, palms down, deep breathing. Okay, we'll go through the short form. Okay, it's preparation. So Raja, maybe Minor can grasp the sparrow's tail. Single whip. Diagonal flying. Okay, deep breathing. Inhale. So a lot of you probably know we started a new Tai Chi session called Tai Chi 101 for new people, and in that class I actually talk more about the Tai Chi paradigm. So does everyone know what the Tai Chi paradigm is? Because I want you to know before they know. Does anyone know what it is, Tai Chi paradigm, how it came to be, and so forth?
It's a short form that developed specifically the short form.
Yeah. So the short form is, it's a take off the traditional Wu Style Tai Chi form. And why I created this form was because 25 years ago I started teaching at senior centers. And actually in the outside program, I introduced because I needed a shorter form, more simplified, and doesn't have difficult movement. So that's how this form came to be. So this form, after doing it for a number of years, around 2010, I brought in all these exercises. So the exercises we were doing, but I wanted to sort of organize and systematize it. So once I did that, I wanted to register it. So it is registered to the federal government. They approved it. It's registered as a teaching method. And I call it the modern approach to an antiquated way, or modern approach to a pathway to modern approach as a path to an antiquated way. So why is that? Because Tai Chi is ancient, but they never really gave you much understanding other than do it like this. It's good for your circulation, the Qi, and so forth. And all these things are mystical. Nobody understands any of those concepts. So the modern approach to an antiquated way and the prevention of age-related degeneration is what the whole premise of this exercise is. So with that platform, to separate it from every other Tai Chi that's out there is why I did that. So a paradigm is something that is the same thing, that it can be modified and changed as things happen, but it's essentially the same thing. So the modern approach to antiquated ways, the modern approach is the science and technology that's developed, continuously. So all the new things that I discover, or why I do what I do in these forms, I explain what I explain, is from science and technology. And what is, the science, like the stuff we talked about, earlier, the nitric oxide, everything that's related to age-related decline, right? Cognitive decline, physical decline, everything in your body decline. Decline of your hormones, your mitochondria, every system in your body usually will have a potential to decline as an aging process. So how do you prevent that? So you have to prevent it through good movement, nutrition, and breath and movement. But talk about that. I didn't know why all of this would happen. It's all tied to some of the new research and technology and ideas. So I bring all of that out to support the platform, which is a Tai Chi paradigm. And you use that, and you can modify and change and add on to whatever will support why and how we should do something. So when we do the deep breathing and so forth, that's what it is. So in a mitochondria, a lot of these things that I talk about, I actually looked at a lot of these things in the 70s, especially movement. I studied kinesiology for movement, but none of that actually explained enough to me, because they don't do research on something like this. They research locomotion, sports, different things that they can actually kind of measure a bit. But you can't really measure this because it's so complicated. And back then, no one actually understood what Tai Chi was, because it was only brought into the country maybe in the 60s. So then for the next 50 years, that's all I've been trying to do, is figure out why this stuff works. But I don't always get the answers, but it does answer a lot of the things that, the science of the past, and now still looking at the same stuff. There's nothing new. The human body hasn't changed. It's just the understanding of the human body and what you have to understand. So, mitochondria, the energy declines, that you produce that in your body. as you age as well, mainly because a lot of people don't exercise after a certain age. So exercising is a term. Exercises, you could go run, you could jog, you can do all these things that is classified as exercise. You go to gym, lift weights, pump iron. That's all part of exercise. So that's exercise physiology. But the thing is, Tai Chi works it differently. In fact, it's counterintuitive when we do Tai Chi. While some of the exercises that they do is to strengthen the muscles, and they do it through repetition, then you have to change it. You have to increase like the weight of it, or for the body, the muscles, to get the same benefit. But as you age, you don't need that kind of strength. You don't need to develop that kind of the training. You're not sculpting your body. You're not doing the things that people want to do when they're young. As you age, the important thing is to use your muscular functionally, the way it's supposed to be anyways, and to improve circulation in the body through movement. Your body only circulates fluids in the body through, movement and gentle movement, so you don't create a lot of inflammation. But then integration of body. When the right and left sides have to work together, both the extremities, your torso, all of this stuff, the movement declined a long time ago, maybe in your 30s when you stopped doing things. James is 25 years old, so his body's still moving the way. But the thing is, if it's tense at that age, it's no good. You want to learn to let it become supple. So supple movement actually improves circulation. So circulation, the only purpose of circulation is bring oxygen, nutrients to your cells and produce energy. So energy is produced in the mitochondria, and the energy, they call it the currency for the body. You use all your muscle contractions, the brain, everything uses the energy produced from there. Now if that declines, well, that's why people as they age, they feel like I have no energy, I feel tired, what do I do, But the thing is, the key thing is actually movement and exercise. So that's what you have to do. In fact, every term that we use that I use here, it's used in every discipline. Currency, what is that? It's electricity, flow of current. Currency is money, right? So when, that's age-related degeneration too. As you get older, your currency starts to drop. Whatever you banked before, if you didn't bank enough of it, you lose currency. Eventually, what happens when you lose all your currency? You die, right? So your body needs to produce currency. Now, if you're fortunate enough to be smart enough back in the day to store enough and bank it, then you should protect yourself, prevent the age-related degeneration, so you could use some of that currency. I have to work forever, unfortunately. So the thing is, but I can reproduce the currency, so I have to work a little bit and do this and try to keep, active enough so that you have a quality of life if you get to be old and not decrepit, because we shouldn't be like that, right? So that's why, this is so important to understand that, we have to understand why we do it, not just do it because I like it. Most people that come here and do it, it's not just because you like it. I think you understand that it's essential. Just like the body needs certain essential things like amino acids or whatever. So your diet, breathing, and exercise are the two key things. But there's nothing better than exercise tied to movement. So everything that we do is that. So the breathing and this complete circulation, supplying the nutrients and the oxygen to where you have to produce that energy is most important. Okay, so let's do the long form from the kicks, okay? So we're in single whip, and we turn. Okay, we start with the kicks. So you have, high pat the horse, first instep kick, and then we're going from here. Ready? Kick. parry and punch. Step up. High pat the horse. Twist step, open the stance, the cross behind. Beat the tiger. Oblique single whip, turn, pivot, fist under elbow. Is that right? Repulse the monkey. Well, we should have done reverse the ball. So we'll go back to reverse the ball in a second. Okay, let's just go back to single whip and reverse the ball. I lost track. Age-related degeneration. Part the horse's mane. Cloud hands. Downward posture. Okay, raise the knee. That's golden cartwheel, thrust out. Raise the knee, reverse. Here's your repulse the monkey. Okay, so Reverse the stance. Right side push. Reverse the stance. Go to your left. Step backwards. Yeah, one more step. Yep. Vertical. Lower. Carry tiger to the mountain. Open the stance. Hold the ball. Shift. Diagonal flying. Shift. Step up. Press forward. Raise the hand. Bend from the waist. Stork flaps wings. Turn. Brush knee and push. Insert the needle. Fan to the back, right? Parry and punch. Form the fist and step up. Punch. Divert, block and punch. Cross the arms. Oops, step up. Grasp the sparrow's tail. Single whip. Hold the ball. Shift, second set of cloud hands or third set in the form. Hook your wrist, single whip. Okay, turn. Palm strikes face. Okay, double lotus. Second downward posture. Invert, pull down, step up, cross the wrists, retreat, ride the tiger, left palm strikes face, turn, double lotus, draw bow to shoot tiger, step up, palm strikes face again, left side, turn, parry and punch. Set it up, high pat the horse. Grasp the sparrow's tail. Single whip. Hold the ball. Reverse the ball. Diagonal flying. Okay, deep breathing. So when we do the forms, it's, when I say a platform, you know, whether it's long form, short form, when we learn the movements sort of blocky, that's to develop muscle memory and positions, because every posture is a position. And what you're doing is you're building muscle memory, alignment of body, control of your center of mass. That's postures. Transition is when you move from one point to another. How do you move it? How do you integrate it? And eventually everything starts to format and becomes continuous, and it cycles through. But it's also, you know, mainly for circulation. Now for training and for the health benefit, you have to do it slowly, and you manipulate your skeleton to find the nuances in the positions. So Tai Chi can be practiced for different purpose. In sort of for performances or competition, you bring in another level of fluidity where you take out all the corners, you kind of smooth it all out and make the form look like it's seamless. If you're using it for physical competition and you develop strength, sensitivity, and control of your balance, so you don't get knocked over like they do in the sumo wrestling type of things. So smoothness in form, just like this form, if we were to do it like this and you don't stop through the movement, then it just becomes a continuous action where you're just going from one position to the next. So when you do it like this, that appears to be seamless. So then movements become transitional, and then it becomes what you would see when you see typically in the movies or in commercials or so forth. You'll see that version of it. A lot of times it's just done like that. So we do that in the modern forms, is done and executed like that. But at the same time, it's much harder to do it like that because you don't have structural integrity. You don't know the functionality of the movement because, this is where it's applied. It's not because you did this. That doesn't work when you're applying the movement because you don't have structure. So that's why we do it in different ways. Okay, ready? Bow. Salute.
The guy that developed all the nitric acid.
Oxide.
You're right.
Only one of them. There's 3 people.
Yeah.
This is great. About not making
I look at it. One of it.
well, Tai Chi this is all fair. One, because we were really talking about my question to you might be before we see what's out. We see that what is it hasn't been studied as much. Yeah, and in all of these, it's like, hey, you say 60 seconds, 30 or 60 seconds. One and two, maybe the reset early in life. 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 1, 2, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Open up. Go. Rest the sun. Three, 4, 5, 6. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Turn. 1, 2, 3, 1,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. You okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Play kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, and 6.
landing, it's because you have to plant this foot. So this is your final position. Like same one in the first form, right? That's your position. So the thing is, when you're here and you turn, you have to hop and then put the foot where it's supposed to be before you sit. So that's, this is your hands, that's your feet. So if we just try that, let's try that. So don't put your foot down too fast on this side. Put it down so yeah. So if you know where that's going, you'll land better. Right? So then when you land, where's the chop? Right? Should be here. And because this is here, you just go up and you uppercut. And where's this hand? It's here. So you know what these are called? They're called postures. So every posture, is very specific. So watch Sabrina do it. Let's watch her do the jump. You see how she does jump? And then she's this. Now she spreads a little more because she has more twisting of the body. So ultimately, you want to turn your body and get a good chop, right? So when you turn, you're wound up like this, and then you're like this. So the chop, the spin, and the drop happen simultaneously. It means it comes together. So if you land here and then do this, that's broken, right? If you're here and you start to, there's the wind-up already. There's the finishing product. So you have to finish the movement. So you see how this, yeah. So try that jump one more time. That's critical in timing. Ready, go. Okay, see? So much better, right? Again, ready? So if you're doing 5 stances today, try to do that. Ready? Oh, okay, go. Again. Ready, go. Okay. Are you Mason? Is it Mason? So do it again. So I'll just use you as your sample as what kind of not to do. Okay, ready? Ready, go. Okay, so that was better than the other. Last time you started fumbling with your hands. So don't do that. Just relax, open up, and then come. So the hands is just doing this. It doesn't have this in there. So that's just, just so that it's clear to you. I know when you learn this stuff, it's, you're just trying to get your body to do what you think you're supposed to do. So when you first do this, it's very simple. Right. So you break it down. 1, jump. So it helps your balance too. Okay, ready? Try it again. Ready? 1, open. Yeah, open. Open your arms. Yeah. And then bring it together. Yeah, a little better. Because this everything is lines, right? Is this a line from here to here? Yeah. Right? There's a line, right? When I go like that, you just bring the lines together. And where is it? It's on your side. So let's try that a couple of times. Ready? Good. Ready? Now once you have that position, you can speed it up. Okay, ready? So ready? Hands up. Good. That's much better. Now the other thing is, your hand is here, right? So this position is pretty important. So when we lift this, look at the knee. And then look at the drop. So to get this hand to here, we just do that. Now because we did this goes there, and then it comes together. So in the beginning, when you're first learning it, the body's all over the place. But once you get the idea, then you have to find the different positions. These are all the things you're learning. This is just opening, and this goes here. Right? So let's try that. Just a couple more times, then you can move on. Ready? I think that's the most challenging motion. Ready? Go. Better? Right? Isn't it better? You feel better? You feel better?
I do.
Okay. Okay, ready? Now if you tip over, that means your feet are in the wrong place. So what do you have to do? Fix your feet. Okay, go. Okay, better? Okay, good. So need a little bit more twist.
Okay, a little more twist.
Turn around till you're there, and then here. So where you face is where you should be taking.
If I start this way, then ultimately get this way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Spin. Ready, go. Yep. Don't. Yep.
That's actually much better. I didn't.
Much better. Yep. And don't rush. Don't rush. You know, you don't have to force yourself down. Gravity is going to take you down. So you're here. Land soft. And that's it. Okay, move on. You have that? Tom? Yeah, good. Okay.
Beginning, I'll do it with you guys once, and then I'll do it with you guys and then I'll watch you guys do that as well. If you guys, who hasn't finished? You guys? Okay. How far do you guys go? Don't remember? That's okay. Okay. I'll go through it once with you guys, everyone together, and then I'll have you guys do it once by yourselves, watch each other, and then if whenever you guys don't remember it, just like walk off to the side and ready? Alright, Sean, why don't we move forward now? Okay, Alright, stand together, make sure you guys are not going to stand around you. Good stances, good punches. Okay. Ready? Up. Good. 4. I'll go to the 4. This time I'll say what I'm doing out loud. We're going to pause after each move, so don't go too slow. So I'll be stopping at everything, making sure you guys have the right position. And I'll go through the entire form, so if you don't know the entire thing, or the entire thing, don't worry. Make sure that you stay with the group. Stop. Okay. Ready? Do you want mirror? First one. I would have said mirror image, but it's been a while since I did this one, so I don't think it's mirror image anymore. Alright. Ready? Apart. Wait, this is not. Salute. Sink. Drop 1, 2, lift, hook, open, close. Press, good, hook, middle. Turn. Good. Heel down. Hook, middle. Turn. Heel down. Hook, close. Good. Turn. Tuck hand. Roll. Good. Cut. Hook. Roll. Punch. Good. Heel toe. Punch. Punch. Close. Turn. Cut again. Cut. Push. Punch. Heel toe. Punch. Punch. Close. Good. Cover. Hold. Good. Open. Press. Open. Roll. Grab. Push. 1. Hold. Good. 2. Scoop. Turn. Push. 1. 2. 3. Middle. 1. Hold. Good. You're getting slight chin. 2. 3. Poke. 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 Good. Middle. Bring back. Poke. Push. 1. 2. 3. Close. Press. Good poke. Close. Turn. Step out. And turn to back. Double lock. Step. Hook. Cover. Good. Punch. Sliding step. Punch. Punch. Good. Pivot. Other side. Stop. Hook. Cover. Punch. Sliding step. Punch. Punch. Hand on top. Thank you. Scoop. Uppercut. Remove. Punch. Punch. Good. Other side. Thank you. Scoop. Uppercut. Remove. Punch. Punch. Good. Front. Thank you. Sliding step. Punch. Go block. Push. 1. 2. Scoop. 1. 2. 3. Middle. 1. 2. 3. Punch. 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 Close. Step back. Step back. Good. Thank you. Sliding step. Punch. Left hand on top. Remove elbow straight. Back fist. Back fist. Then cut. Then push. Turn. Jump. Back fist. Sliding step. Palm. Good. Sit down. Sit down. Double high block. Good. Back. one thing that I want to point out for this one, make sure that when you guys are doing the cover, yeah, 1, 2, cool, cover, this, the punch 2, so don't forget that's like, when you're doing these, it's like that, so punch, poke, cover, this is a punch, sliding step, and then you do a regular. And don't forget, even though you're not switching your stance within those 2 punches, make sure you're still turning your waist. So instead of going like this, it's 1, 2. Still in your native stance. Cool? Okay. Quick drink of water.
It's also perfect for doing this. Smack. Oh, it's also perfect for this. You can.
Line up maybe this here. Gonna leave this for another time? Leave? Yeah. Okay. Let's do first half. So up until back bend, push. Yeah, go back bend. Stop it after the back bend. So after punch, close. Actually just stop after that. So like 1, 2, 3, middle, punch, close. And just stop there. I will be watching you guys for this part. If you guys need any help, I will help. But just make sure that you watch the people in front of you and the people around you. Make sure you guys are sticking together, and so that makes sense. But make sure you guys are sticking together. Okay? Up. Just right side, feet shoulder width apart. Alrighty. Ready? Up. One thing you should look at is the positioning of your palms when you're doing this. So make sure that both of also your palm strength, everything is going to be towards your center. So make sure they're not going out, they're not stopping here, all the way into the center. So make sure that your elbow can be out to the side, that's where it's supposed to be, so it doesn't have to be here. Make sure you have like a triangle. I don't know if you guys have a triangle. So this is right between your center, your chest, and then your elbow. Triangle. So one, and these are going to be towards someone's chin. So make sure that when you're doing it, you're kind of using your own body as reference. So chin, 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 just like that. Right? And these are also coming from the side. So instead of like just placing them there, 1, 2, 3. It's supposed to be palm strength. Right? 1, 2. Guys, make sure that when you guys are also doing that, like this, you're turning all the way to your knitting stance on each side. I know that's kind of annoying to the other side anyways. But make sure you're going 1, 2, 3. Make sure that there's no like in between stance. So all the way fully into your knitting stance. That also helps you sink into your stance as well. And better and more stable. And also you can stay together. Everyone should be in that ending position. You guys are yes. For this one, actually, I don't believe you have to do that. It's kind of contradicting what we always say about like make sure you're in your offset before you finish your leading. But for this one, it switches so fast. I think I might have to ask someone on this one. It's been a while, but it should be in like a neutral, like leading stance or stance, so like a straight one, so you can switch. So you're kind of. I will ask someone about that. It'll be annoying to like 1, 2, 3. Once you do that, it's fifth one. But not, you don't have to switch back and forth.
But don't stare at me.
Okay, yeah. I'll ask someone about that for you. I'm not sure about that.
Kind of run to a place.
But just make sure, in general, it's going to be a holding stance either way. Just fix the footwork when you get there. Okay. This time I want to see the first half. Like 85% pull out. So I want to see good, safe,
Some people don't like
stances. Good stances. Good core stances, good leading stances. Suspended stances. You have that. Good punches too. So I don't want to see any more. I see full punches. This is well, not yet. I only just wanted to the first half. I'm not gonna like make you guys do the whole thing right now. Do it until wherever you remember. So I'll first half back into the punches too. I want to see those good punches too for that too. Make sure that everything is shoulder width apart. Sorry, I'm doing so much I could. Make sure everything is shoulder width apart, so nothing too far, nothing too close. Shoulder width apart. So that goes for your punches, and that also goes for yeah. Okay. Ready? Yes, right side. Ready? Alright, one quick note, so when you guys are doing the first pop strikes right before the two, those are both the chin as well. So after one, two, three, four, here. One, sorry, because you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, open, go. Grab the chin. Grab the chin. Good. And then scoop to the waist. Ready? Scoop and whip. That looks good though. Good job. Let's go through the second half of the form slowly to my count. Stop at each position like we did earlier. I won't have you guys do it full out though. Ready? We'll start from punch, 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 close. Alright. Hip weight, step back, back. Good. Actually, let me go over that. Alright. For this one, when you guys shift your weight to the back, instead of just step back this, make it a little bit more powerful, and so that you're more stable when you're shifting your weight. Shift your weight to your left foot, so you have less weight on this one. You can bring it back, step out, and use this turn as momentum for your back foot. Good. Very good. That extra turn helps you engage your waist in that back fist so that it adds more power at the end. But also make sure that you stop your back fist right in front of your face, a little bit over here, and then stop. So right your diagonal plane back. Not there. And also not here. Yeah. I mean, unless you're waiting for your back here, but you're most likely not going to do that. Alright. See? Good. Alright. So facing the front, we're going facing the fourth in. 1, 2, 3, close. Shift. Go back. Back. Very nice. And down. Cleanse up. Punch. Good. Step over. Number 1. Do these ones to the waist. Oh, we can do that. Here. Here. Like the punch. Sorry. Left hand on top. Oh, straight. Good. Back hand. Back fist. Good. Cut. Good. Push. Turn to the back. Did everyone learn how to do this jump? Yes. Yes. Kind of. I'll go through it really quickly. Kind of. So this jump, instead of, you can try it if you want to. I'm just going to do this part right now. So for this part, you're going to kick off of your left leg and use your right leg as momentum to get you up into the air. I will show you what that means. So, here, you're going to jump off your left foot and push off, and you're going to use your right leg, knee, to increase your height upwards. You're going to go 1, you're going to bring your right leg out, horse stance. So, slowly what that looks like, 1, 2. Yeah. Good. Good. So everyone will like try it together. You're gonna bring your right leg to your left, out, horse stance. Ready? Don't worry about the hands just yet. Just use your arms how you want. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Very nice. Very nice. One more time. Ready? Like this. 1, 2. Good. Alright. And then for the hands, Turn. Jump. I'm pretty sure that's backwards actually, right? Because you guys are going to be landing into a horse stance, you're not going to have as much waist movement. So when you land, chamber into your right side so you can open up to your left side. Cool. Any questions, comments, concerns? Somebody, how are you? Go back to your line. Good. Alright. We'll start from double pump straight, jump, and then we'll continue from there. Okay? So double pump straight, jump. Good, back in. Side step, pump straight. Good. Double high low. Make sure that one of them is further than the other. Good. Pull back. Good, go back. Good, hard step, 1, 2. Good, step up. Butterfly. Good, other side, 1, 2. Step up. Butterfly. Step together. Center. Good, flip. Pull back. Front in. Good, high ball, back. Good, step through, chop. Grab, chop. Look like Gatsby grab here. 1, 2. Good, 3. Good. Turn all the way, double elbow. Make sure your elbows are straight. Good, jump back. Chin tail. Sliding step punch. Good, middle block. Turn salute and close. Alright, we'll do second half set. Does anyone need water? Yeah, water, great. Go water? No. Let's see. Water? That works. Which one do you have? Is that the one? Oh. What year are you? Do you remember? What are you performing today? Are you performing today? What are you doing?
So at the end of the day, I sent out the email to your parents. So parents, please look at the email. It explains a little bit.
So does everybody here mind what he's saying? So that we, going forward, what we want to do is how do you get your belt? That's the key thing. A lot of learn the form, but what we want to do as an approach is that you can get your stripes within each season, each semester. We have 4 quarters, so this is the fall quarter, and you earn your stripes in that quarter. Now, we're going to do a recital each quarter. That's when you get your belt, promoted. So you'd have to have 4 stripes, and if you think that you can jump the stripe, you're going to do the recital. That's sort of a performance for your parents to see, and anyone else that's attending the classes, to see how well you do. And then we'll have a board that kind of watches you do it, and then that's when you would get promoted to your next belt. And if you don't make it, you don't get a belt, then you just go to the next quarter and you review everything, and then when you feel comfortable at the end of that quarter, you test for the belt. So there's always time for improvement, but if you feel like you know the form and you can execute it, then that's where the testers would. It's not really a test, it's a recital. We don't want to call it a test like some schools would test. We don't actually go through that.
During this recital, are you doing the form alone and the judges are watching you alone, or are you doing it with the group and the judges are watching you as a group?
It's going to be group, so that you're comfortable, but at the higher the level, the
smaller the group.
smaller group, and at a more advanced level, it could be more individual.
Okay, sure.
And so it would be like that.
Okay, that's great.
So that will happen, at the end of each quarter, just before the new schedule comes out, and that will help us decide, what, the next level of classes will be. Because we're trying to group a lot of the same rank at the same, because right now it's pretty mixed. So till we can separate it out and differentiate between the levels and what forms you need to learn, it'll be a good approach. So we'll have 4 of those recitals, and then we'll have our big open house recital is really our performance. So don't think of the recital as a test. It's really to get you sort of comfortable with performing, and also set you up to go do maybe some tournaments. And like today we have a performance in Chinatown. So we do a lot of performance and competition, but we need people to do that. And if you've never done something like, some of you play instruments, you do recitals. So it's that same idea. The difference is, after the recital and you got your belt, you can't forget the form. You have to continue memorizing the form that you learn and let it evolve into the next stage, because when you get your belt, you have to know all your forms still. That's why all the, black belts and Sifus here know the form that you're learning, because they didn't forget them from the day they first learned it. So, and it should be better. Anything else, Mina? Yeah.
So there's a performance today.
There is a.
I have one last question.
Yeah. Okay.
My understanding, now at the recitals is when you can go to the next belt, but are you saying that you can still earn a stripe
Yep,
during class?
yep, you can.
Okay, so belts, recital, stripes during class.
Yeah.
And if you feel like you can jump a stripe, you can come to the recital and maybe get 2 stripes, or just go to the next belt.
No stripes in the recital, just
No
belts.
stripes, okay, so
Yeah.
just only belts.
Only belts, yeah. But if you're, I forgot to give you a stripe, and you say, well, I should have, then you go out there and just do it, and then you'll go to the next level.
Okay,
So it's like, it's a double jump, but you probably should have gotten it earlier.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. Because not everyone comes to classes consistently at the same time.
All right.
So.
And is there a schedule already out, like the fall recital is at this date, like October 30th?
It typically would be the week before the new schedule, and instead of classes, we'll probably do the recital. Not the whole week. It's going to be, depends on how many people. But if we have, 3 levels of, then we'd have to schedule that by the day. Well, unless we don't have that many, we'll just do it all in one setting.
Based on the attendance and student population, most of you are red, blue. We don't have enough.
Yeah. So the blues and that will be group, you know. So it could involve in the red level to blue. You might go through some warm-ups. You might go through the form. Be things that we have to do. And it's not going to be that difficult because you should already have worked it through. So if you're nervous about it, you shouldn't be because you would, it's just like doing a class.
So we can give you a little preview today of what the second mic consists. We have about 5 more minutes, 4 more minutes. If you were here yesterday, you guys practice. Please line up on that side. Those that are doing the performance, so we can go over it real quick. The performance is at 2:30. So now is the time to practice. So you do. The rest of you can watch and you can get a little preview what performing without us group is. I think most of you have done it, except for 1 or 2.
Yeah, so, we always ask for volunteers for performances. So some of the kids have done this several times, even though you see them in class. But we can see them do it now, and it's actually done to music. So if you want to step aside, this is the stage, and everyone's, who wants to perform is welcome, but we have to plan for it because the music's aligned with the form. So you can spread everybody to the side, except for the people that will be performing. So if this was the stage, or if this was your recital, there would be a group of people sitting there, and then you would enter in. That's how a tournament is done. So, Mani, you want to line up the people that are, so usually there's there's an exit and an entrance. So
It's a great idea.
yeah, we do performances throughout the year.
Yeah.
And we always draw off of students.
Microphone's still on.
Yeah.
Light up, light up.
Oh, no secrets here.
No idea what
No. Are you coming or going? So we would say 5 stances. Then step back, yep. Scoop press kick, palm scoop press kick, and punch. Drag in, step back, and you close. So, yeah, so then you would file out, and you turn. Yeah. So then, okay, then you would go off, and then the next person comes on, the next group. So that would be, so see how David files out? So it's a little bit more formal. Okay, so, yay. So David, at the end of this term, can maybe test for his black belt, because that would be, his next step. Okay, good. Is he gonna?
Second form?
Yeah, but no music. I'll let them know you're doing a tournament tomorrow.
Am I doing it that way or this way?
Let's do it this way, because you'll be an audience in a space that you have nothing to reference. So let's see if that confuses you.
Did yesterday.
Don't worry. But no music. Okay, good. So actually Nico's going to do the same form now, but he's not performing today. What he's doing is competing tomorrow at the Stoughton tournament. So let's see how he does, and then we'll follow with the rest of the performance. Okay, ready? So he files in, then he's going to turn and face minor. And that's so he, when you do a form in a space that they're not familiar with, you could get confused. So we want to see if he gets confused. Ready, go. So you can see he puts more power and crispness into the movement, but it's different, when you're doing a solo. When you're doing group form, it's more trying to synchronize rather than doing anything beyond, what other people's skill level is. Great, yeah. So Nico, a month ago, was not like that, because he didn't understand exactly what he needed to do. So in this month, he actually brought all that up to, where it is today. So it's really how much you practice and your understanding. Nice job, yeah. Okay, minor, next. Oh, you mean me and my shadow? Yeah. So, yeah. Marin, yeah, so they're doing this. So you probably saw this at open house if you were there, but, okay, so they're going to do third form. Ready, go, yeah. Very good. Who's next? Oh, stick. Okay. Okay, great. So Jeff, at the end of the fall, can recite for a brown belt if he feels he's ready. So that would be his next jump. And then David, is David up? Yeah. So David started when, how old were you, David, when you started? David, how old were you when you started? 5? Yeah. He was a little small in this, but. What's that? You made that song?
I said, this is fantastic, and I love this music.
This is So some of you know some of the movements he did. He did a compilation of a couple of forms, but he does that. Sometimes when you go to tournaments and you want to recreate some of your form just for, but that's at more advanced levels to mix it up. So he's done that. He's won numerous gold medals with that form. Who's next? So does Rob want to do it, or Sabrina? Sabrina want to do it? Want to do your spear? Or what do you? Oh, they prefer to do it. Okay. How about Winby? You want to do it? Do something? No? Okay. All right. So I got a few stripes to give out too. Not to the same people. Not to the people that perform well. Okay. Well, maybe. So we have might as well line up. Colleen. And there was somebody else. Okay, up here. Nico, come on up. Okay. Oh, for a second. Okay, good. And who else is there? Minor, is there anybody else that should be getting a stripe? Any of the red belts? Or he hasn't finished first one, but how about Marin? Marin, is she? Are they? Jungji. Gongji? Yeah. So you mirroring. Yeah. How about Sean get his stripe yet? How many do you have, Sean? How about Sean? She has how?
Yeah.
She got it already?
No,
She did. Okay, yeah. You only have one?
No, I don't have any.
You don't have any? Oh, so maybe you should have. You finished Gongji Kun?
Working on it.
Oh, workout. Okay. Okay, we need one for Sean. Sean, she's always one step behind. So, Mina, how about the two boys? They didn't. Yeah, they should get. Okay. Who was it, Sean? Yeah, Sean. You didn't. Oh, you
I didn't finish this.
you didn't finish?
I already have.
You already have.
I finished the fourth one, not the fifth one.
Oh, your mom. Oh, what did I give you two? Yeah, you have. Oh, okay. Confusion. So the two boys, right? Yeah.
So
Count them up. Okay. Okay. And then you bow. Two. Yeah. You have finished your forms too, yeah. Well, big stripe day. Okay, let's bow together. Just one bow. Ready? Together. Hup, bow. Then we'll do a salute. Ready? This way. Hup. Okay. Okay, we'll bow out. We'll bow out. Class didn't end yet, so this is an extension. Ready? One more time. Ready? Okay. So the performance at 30 in Chinatown. If you plan to go, we'll see you there. If you don't plan to go, we'll see you next time. And it's free.
Yay!
So I think Caitlin wanted to do it, so we'll see if we can submit that.
Ladies, too. I said an hour before. Thank you. Because the last time, as soon as we got off the stage, we were like, giving us our digital. It's right here on Cameron's restaurant.
There we go. Minor help. Very beginning. You're going 1, 2, 3. Okay, I was right. I don't know, are we?
Perfect. I think you had
Fine, but
long enough.
what's there? Oh my god, mine hurt. We didn't have to stay for like 20 seconds and then walk off.
I either walk on 20 or walk on.
Pretty much.
I can see the grip.